Hi, welcome to my channel Ring Country Sticks. This video is going to be for engraving a name on a crook, and the crook you see in front of you is what we're going to engrave today. We're going to engrave a name on one side and initials on the other. And the first thing we do, if the crook's varnish as it is in this case, is we need to rub it down a little bit just to give our pencil or our carbon a little bit of purchase so we can see the markings of what we're going to engrave. So to get that engraving on there, to get that pattern on there, let's say, we need to follow the curve of the horn there, and for that we have a program which we'll show you in a minute. Right, what you're looking at here is a program called Coral Paint Shop Pro. It's pretty old. I've had it for absolute years. I don't know when we got it. I bet it's 10-year-old at least, if not more. And what this allows me to do is put some text in, but it puts it in as an arc, rather than just having a name along a straight line. So we're going to get things set up, and we'll show you. You get that on the top of the circle, and click on that. Now that gives you an opening for your text. So we're going to put text in here, and I just need to get my fonts and everything sorted, and we'll be right back. Right, I hope you can see what we've done here. We've created this circle, which is the base for your text. You then bring the text cursor in, just place it on the top of this white circle, click that, you get like a little text box open up, put your name in there, apply that, and then that gives you the text on the circle. Thing to do now is to print that off and just cut it out and try it against the actual crook. You may find that it's not the size you want, so that's easy enough. Just pop it in a scanner. You can reduce it, or you can enlarge it a wee bit, and you should just about get away with it. So that's the basis for the actual engraving. We'll then stick to your printed material at the top. That's the way to hold that together, and that wants to be applied now to the horn. We have to get it positioned and just right, so we're happy with what we've got. May take a few attempts, but to say a visual inspection will soon tell you if you're right or wrong. If it looks right, it is. Right, there we are. So the little printed guide, let's call it, is all masked onto the horn, and you want to mask it all the way around, because as you start pressing onto the lettering, you will find the mask moves. So you want it solid on the horn. If you get it nice and secure, it won't move, and you should have a fairly good replication, let's say, of the name on the horn itself. So next thing to do is to just draw over that with a little pen. We have a little scriber. We'll show you that there. Nice little thin point on it, and we'll take the mask off and see what that looks like, whether it's acceptable or not. If it's not, then we'll have to start again, and just keep adjusting until we feel it's right. Right, again, we've got the magnifying glasses on, and I hope my head isn't getting in the way. I want to get fairly close to this. There, we've done that. We didn't want you to have to sit through the all the letters, so we've just started and end. And we're now going to take this mask off and see what the result is and if it's acceptable. Right, not sure if you can actually see that. Try and lift the crook up a bit. It's very, very faint. We'll give you another shot of that. Right, there you go. So as I say, it is on the faint side, but that's okay. Not as good as I'd hope it to be. It should be a little bit higher, really. You could fiddle with these things all day long. Now, the one thing to say about this, the more letters you've got in, the smaller the font's got to be. So if somebody asks you to do a big long name, try and get them to reduce it a bit, possibly take a couple of initials or something out, because if it's too small, it don't look right. And as I say, it's just going to look anemic, sorry. So that's that for now. What we're going to do now is set up for engraving this side, and then we've got to do the other side, but that's just a couple of initials. So we'll be back soon. Right, so what I use for engraving is just a Dremel now, and a very, very fine point on there. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. Now, this is a carbon burr bit, and it's 0.5 millimeters. And the place to get these from is a company called Eternal Tools, and they sell these separately, these little these cutters. Now, as I say, this is the smallest one they do at 0.5 mil, and they're about £7-8 a piece or something like that. The only thing with the Dremel is if this area here isn't too accurate, once you put your bit in and you rotate the bit, you've got to check for whether the actual point is moving from side to side. Just keep adjusting it until you get it where the point is pretty central. Otherwise, you're going to get quite a big broad cut. Say they're not the the most accurate of things. These I did used to have a Chinese dental tool, which was very good, but it didn't last very long. But say the accuracy was great. So we can set up again and start a bit of engraving, and again, like the printing bit, we'll just do a few characters at the front and a few characters at the end, and we don't want you to have to sit through the noise of the Dremel. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, we've been over this engraving a few times now, tidied it up, and trying to darken the areas that need darkening, and just go over bits that's a little bit wobbly. Not too bad. This side needs buffing up, but we won't do that until we've done the initials on the other side. So we're going to repeat the whole process now and do the initials on the other side. Right, slight change of plan now, because we were going to do these initials on the other side of the crown, but originally the customer wanted these initials on the neck, and now I've printed them off and just tried them. I think they'll be okay. I did tell them to start with that. I thought they may not fit too well, but I think they'll look okay. Now, earlier on I mentioned cutting off the corners of the little template, and I think you might understand what I was saying. That's your carbon underneath there, so you pop that on there. You've taken the corners off the template. You've got carbon exposed, so a little bit of tape on those corners will hold the two together nicely, and then we can apply that to the neck. There we go. So the initials are attached now to the neck. We'll scribe those, see what that looks like, and we'll take you through the whole process here, because I realise now that on the earlier bits of the video I've lost quite a bit of footage, and we've not showed you where we ink in the actual engraving. So we'll carry on with that, and then you'll have seen the whole process. No idea what's happened. I probably pressed the wrong button, and instead of recording what I wanted, I've recorded, so let's call it downtime. Right, okay, so we do have the initials on. I'm just going to lift this up and see what it looks like. Should be okay. This tape I use is decorator's tape, and it's not quite as sticky as the normal, what do you call it, white or beige tape you get, and that could be difficult to get off. So let's just a quick check. So what we missed previously when we did the main name there was inking in and then continuing to pick up any bits that we missed. We are getting the ink running into the grain a bit here. Not much we can do about that. I must admit it's a bit more difficult doing it on the neck than doing it across the crown. So you're working on that radius down there. It's difficult to get to. Not something I normally do. Now, as we're doing here on the main name there, there is a lot of to and froing. Keep touching up, keep filling the engraving with a bit of ink, keep rubbing down until you're happy with the results you've got. Right, I'm reasonably satisfied with that. I'm not sure if, yeah, you can see it there. That's what the customer wanted, so that's what we've done. That one's buffing up now. I might just tickle that up a little bit there. Let's see, you could do this quite a few times before it looks perfect, but you don't want to do too much because you can overdo it. And the other thing is, depending on which part of the bit you use, you can get a clean cut or a little bit of pour cut. It's all down to the angle that you come in onto the horn with. No, we're not getting bored with this. Well, this is the reality of engraving. It's you know, especially on horn, it's keep touching it up and keep trying, and you know, till you get it right, till you're satisfied with it. I think that'll do it. There we go. So I don't know whether you're getting that or not. Right. Right, well that's it for this one. I hope you found that interesting. We're thinking of following this up with another video for the actual packing of this, and what we do with the boxes, the bubble wrap and everything, where we get that from, how we do it, and who we use for postage within the UK. Whether that's going to be of any use to anybody, I'm not sure. The thing is now that it seems difficult to get cardboard boxes made up of the right length for these crooks. I used to get them off eBay, but they've stopped doing them, and I've now found a company down south, very substantial, good heavy duty boxes, and you can buy sort of 5-10 at a time, and they deliver to your door. So yeah, that's great. There was a time when I used to make boxes up, and it's a lot of work. So thanks for watching. If you found it interesting and you know you want to see more, subscribe, give us a like and all that business, and we'll see what else we can come up with. There's lots of things planned for the future. It's just finding the time and the will to knuckle down and do the work. So thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next one.